show because sometimes you find gold, baby.
I was like thinking like if you were like in my bed or something and I turned the fan on, like you would fly across my room because you're like really skinny.
I'm 205 pounds, by the way.
Oh.
All right, so let me just say this, family. I perfectly understand people having their own standards. There's nothing wrong with that. But this woman, um, obviously, you can see she's not very petite herself. She might see a larger guy as more of a protector, okay? And that's perfectly fine. But here's where things can go wrong. She didn't even filter her message at all. She ended up saying it in the worst possible way. It comes off as insulting and demeaning. Now, here's the point I want to make. You don't have to downgrade a person just because they don't meet your standards. You have a right to your preferences, that's fine. But you don't have to make other people feel bad when they don't meet your preferences, right? Make them feel less than. Respect goes both ways. This shows that she doesn't really respect men. And it could be people in general. She could talk like this to any and everybody. But to me, if I'm looking at her, how she treats other men, how she treats other women, people around her, definitely speaks to her character. So the way she went low like that, instead of saying this in a way where it could be easily receptive, hey, I just prefer a larger guy. However you're going to say it. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to say it like a fan's going to blow him away, right? So it's crucial to communicate our standards without hurting someone else's self-esteem, right? So the next time you're in a situation where somebody don't fit your criteria, remember, you can be honest without being hurtful, right? And again, how you treat others is indication to your own character. You don't care about that person's feelings or how they received it. That's why you said it like that. It shows you're not much of a nurturer. You're not empathetic, right? It shows you don't care about other people's feelings, right? When, as a woman, if you're healed, you're going to be putting positivity in people's lives. You're going to be finding kind things to say to people, things that make them feel better about themselves. Especially if you're turning them down, say something positive. You're already turning them down. You're already saying you're not interested. So why not find a better way around it? So many times I hear women say, well, when you turn a guy down, he'll cuss you out, he'll go off on you. Is it how you're turning them down? Now, I'm not saying, I'm not around you guys when you get approached. I certainly will not cuss a woman out if she turns me down, but it's never crossed my mind. But I haven't been treated like that whenever I approached a girl. When I still wouldn't cuss her out. It's kind of crazy, but you got to think about it. If somebody's walking up to you, they're interested in you, and you talking to them like that, it can definitely trigger them, make them upset. So if you're doing that, man, ladies, you're probably not gonna get the best response back, and it's really because you're not giving him the best response. That's what men do. They walk up to women that they find attractive. And so if you're angry about that, the guys coming up is getting on your nerves, listen, you just got to understand the reality you're in. Try and be pleasant. Always. Even if the last two guys didn't take it well, still try and be pleasant. Give the guy opportunity to handle this in the best way possible. Again, it speaks to your character. It takes a little bit more time, a little bit more thought to say this in a way where it's receptive. Do that, right? Do that. It's best to present this in a way to where you don't cause anybody else any insecurities or create any insecurities for somebody else. Let's be considerate of other people, man. I don't think you want to be talked to that way. You guys don't want to be talked to that way, so harshly. You rather it be said in a way, and probably you don't want to hear it at all, but if it's going to be said, you'd rather it be said in a way where you can receive it, right? Just think about that going forward. The way she said that to him was completely inappropriate. I'm not complaining because she has a standard. She wants a bigger guy. That's perfectly fine. It's how you said it, love. All right? Peace.